Hi, it's Ricky Alcorn here from TheBestBettingSystems.com, and I was wanting to give you an overview of the site that we're currently selling on Flipper, and it's for premium domain names, which you can see here as TheBestBettingSystems.com, TheBestBettingSystem.com, TheBestBettingSystems.co.uk, and TheBestBettingSystem.co.uk. So here, if we take a look at the site itself, it gives you an overview of how the site looks. And basically our main menus that you can see up here in the areas that we cover, including the categories of each of the systems that we cover on in this specific site. Now, the site was originally set up to review betting products, betting sites, and to provide our own betting system through a blog, which we turned into basically a news feed. Essentially, this grew from our bets to events that were coming up for that specific week. So you can see here that the sort of last review or news post that we carried out was back in July the 8th, 2015, and you can see here that this specific post has received 3,147 views. So if you go into the news, you can have a look through each of these and it'll give you a rough idea of the sort of blogging that we carried out. And within the actual blogging itself, so here's the Champions League final we carried out, a wee bit about the Champions League final and other events that were getting carried out that specific day. We would highlight the fact that specific betting companies were offering certain odds with a view that they would come over and bet in these betting companies here. So you can see here Unibet was offering specific odds for this game, and Unibet links basically in this central advertisement bay here. So the posts themselves would drive traffic into the website. They could then come in, and if they clicked on one of our affiliate offers, they would be offered to a free bet. And being affiliate of Sky Bet, we would receive a commission of all losses specific to that betting account, and each of these bookmakers have their own terms and conditions and payout schemes. So when you sign up for these for your own account, you would get to see exactly what your commission rates for each of these, and you could adjust each of these sites to suit and drive traffic specific to your best bookmaker as far as commissions were concerned, provided you're advising in true odds for that specific event. So if you look at the content bar itself here, you can see that we provide a little bit about us, and if you go in here and have a read, I'll tell you what the sort of ethos of the site was about at the time, and you can see that we can provide a review bar for each of the systems that we review elsewhere. So the news would cover our blogs, and the blogs were written by authors. At this particular time, it's only myself that's left within the TheBestBettingSystems.com, and at various times we had guest writers, other companies wanting to write specific posts on their own products, and we had interim graduates, etc., that would come in and want to write to help create their CVs specifically for sports comms and sport newspapers, etc. The blog just leads us back to everything specific to the newsfeed. The contact page gives us a wee bit about contact, so general inquiries, look at support at TheBestBettingSystems.com will come on to shortly, and advertisement opportunities would be through marketing at TheBestBettingSystems.com, but you can set these up to however suits yourself. A privacy policy, as per most websites, and obviously a disclaimer about the betting regulations specific to each country. So, having reviewed or had a look at our actual posts that we carried out as the blogs that give you an explanation how that worked, we then look at the categories for betting systems themselves. So here you can see the football section where we would review any products relating to football, so soccer streaks, Betfair, Trading the Expert, tipping, Rebel Bet review, final score, and you can see that again the same idea that you would read these are right up, these specific reviews. You can see that this was created. It was created and put into the football, golf, horse racing software, tennis, because it's a software arbitrage system, and it's been viewed 11,892 times. It goes over what the system does, and then you can add a link specifically to this bit of software, which you would be paid out in commissions, which we'll cover shortly. So it's the same idea basically for football. Your premium advertisement space up here would show, just give your time for your photos to load up. But you can see here that football, horse racing, greyhounds, golf, tennis software, bookies, football challenge, and sure bets. Now if we look at the football challenge, that was basically our own betting strategy that we're testing out for that year. Bookies gives you an overview of the bookies and how much bonus they give when you sign up to the bookmakers. And the Shoe Bets is basically a membership site that we had running for that specific time, but you can then set up your own membership site and your own system for memberships, which we'll cover very shortly. So you can see here that for talk's sake that there is 2 pages covering football for specific systems. Again, we're affiliates for each of these systems. Product makers contact us, and at the same time we go to affiliate sites where we can get contact with these specific affiliate accounts. So Football Away Days is one of our own. Ron Accumulator we've done for a wee while, and for instance the Bet Angel is professional software. You can see here that this has been viewed 4,825 times since we wrote it. It tells you a wee bit about the software, what it does and what it's capable of doing. And if anyone was to click on the actual advertisement itself or the links to that specific software, take them over to a package to buy it, and depending on the amount that they signed up for would depend on your commissions. So that's Bet Angel there, and it shows you that we're an affiliate in that account, or we're linked to that account. So you can see here that you can monetize this site through affiliate accounts. Again, another affiliate accounts direct with bookmakers. We've got premium advertisement space here on the right hand side, and an RSS feed again that you can set up. The site itself runs on, just before I leave this page, I'll show you the fact that our own product here was basically Shoe Bets for beginners, and it was for member areas, but the fact that we're selling this site, we've closed this down, and if they were to click on this, they would get access to our membership site at $19.99. Again, you can turn this into your own product, or utilise this service and allow people to use this space, rent this space. You can see various avenues for financial aspects basically for this site. And here up here you can look at membership levels, so you can have a premium service, a gold service, a silver service. It depends on your own requirements, and it's set up through Membership Pro. So here you can see the site as a whole, but up the top is a bar that only the admin can see, and it allows you to go to the back end and also customise the theme. So here you can see that you can customise the widgets, specific areas, and the theme itself, it's a WordPress website, but it's Tile Labs that make it, and it's Jardia or Jarida. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but it's basically this WordPress theme. And if you get into Theme Forest and type in Jarida or Jaridia, that would be an overview of exactly how you can set up the site. So here you can see advertisement space here, popular posts here, premium advertisement here, recent posts here, your best reviews set up here, any tags, specific categories, and of course this is a developer, so they've set this site out to look more like a news feed, and just with simple changes to the best betting system, you can have something very similar to this set up in this manner and linked to each of your social accounts and providing social overview. It's just unfortunate we never had the time to carry out all the changes that we wanted to for this site. So if I go back here and show you the back end, you can see that the dashboard itself, you should be familiar with WordPress if you're looking to buy this site, as I won't be able to support, I don't have time to support running the system, but if you're familiar with WordPress, it's very simple to run. You can see here that you can carry out your posts, your custom sliders, your media that's uploaded, and any pages that we've uploaded, any comments that's come in, change the actual appearance, and down here you can see the actual documentation specific to the WordPress theme. So when you go into Tile Labs, they'll give you a demonstration of how to set up your site, what it's capable of doing, how to change the home page, how to change the sliders, how to basically operate this custom theme. And here you can see that there's a full demonstration of exactly how you can carry out the work in your dashboard and the tools that you've got to use. So if we go back again into the back end, you can see here that the posts themselves, there's a what was published, when they were published. Again, you can see it's all roughly about 2015, and here's an overview of the posts and how many views we're receiving. So 3,000, almost 3,000, almost 3,000, 3,000, 3,000. So on average, these posts run about the July time, so a high influx in traffic to the site at that particular time. Again, we can look at the categories, which categories are set up. You can change these to suit yourself. There's obviously posts that's been deleted or hidden as well. And you can do the same for the members area to hide posts specific to membership rates or basic premium memberships and standard memberships, etc. Custom sliders is basically your main slider that shows you media pictures of any systems that you're reviewing. You get appearance that you can change the actual theme itself. You can basically change your appearance of your theme, how you want it to change. Customize, we looked at that earlier. So again, there is a plugin that was wanting you to look at, which was SEO Presser. So if we look at posts and we look to either edit a post or create a post, you see here that this is one that we created, or we have somebody creating for us, and they use a plugin called SEO Presser, which gives you a score on how your post is going to perform as far as search engine optimization. And obviously, if you have specific keywords that you want to mention to try and gain ranking in Google, then this is an excellent addition to this website. So you can see here that this specific post was posted and used. If you were wanting to add it to another category, it would just be a matter of clicking on football. But again, I can't cover the ins and outs of the WordPress at this particular time. They're all linked to this theme here that you can buy. That you wouldn't need to buy, but this theme here that you will get with the purchase of the site. So the site will come with the 4 domains and the site set up as it is. Now, if we look at the Google Analytics, you can see here this is a Google Analytics account for TheBestBettingSystems.com. We ran the site roughly from November 2013 and to the current day, which is the 21st of November. You can see that in this period of time, we managed to average Google first page roughly about 6th, 7th and 8th position, and we've dropped slightly due to the fact that we've come out of Google ranking and went to roughly the 3rd page for specific search terms. But again, this would be depending on your search engine optimization. The site in general has had approximately 52,000 views, with 45,000 unique users. You can see here as a percentage, new users versus returning visitors, and essentially what countries that they are coming from. So the majority of your traffic's coming from United Kingdom, United States and Ireland, Australia, and then there's other countries there that fall underneath. You can see down here, if we go to acquisition, an overview of where exactly the traffic's coming from. You can see that 38,500 sessions are all organic search, 4,800 odds from referral, and direct is 8,304. So it gives you an overview, an idea that the site itself wasn't promoted for any paid traffic whatsoever. Therefore, the potential of this site is absolutely outstanding. You can see here that there's organic reach, as we discussed, referral reach, and you can see down here it's exactly the same. So Google's not providing information for these specific search terms, but you can see that winning football bet slips created only 75 users, Champions League final 74 users, Rebel Bet Review 53, Rolling Accumulator 43. So if you know how to work Google Analytics and keywords, and you can target specific keywords to improve your rankings, and you can take it from there. So it's the same idea that if you look at the direct traffic, that's the sort of posts that we looked at, how to rate a bet. People are searching, 450 people are basically through organic search came across this site, the Rolling Accumulator. So again, you can target these keywords within the search engine optimization presser, which is the plugin that the site has to improve your rankings specifically for these keywords. If we go back to traffic and audience, the overview, you can see that in any one day at our peak we had, if we can get this to go in here, what's going to happen? Any one week you can see that there's 605, 554, and at the moment we're sort of trading at 150, 160, 235. As I said earlier on, when we were active in 2015, we've seen monthly visitors at approximately 2,000 being organic visitors again. And this has slowly sort of deteriorated as we've not updated the site since back in July 2015. So it gives you a rough idea of traffic, and if we change that basically for the last 3 months and apply it, you can see here that our sessions are down. So we've got approximately 1,600 organic searches, unique users of 1,424, and returning visitors 11%. If we were to change that to basically the year before, just to give you an idea, and the same again, you would see that the sessions were almost double that. And if I did the same again for the year before, we're up another 1,000%. So the site's been neglected for that period of time. It shows you the potential for organic, but if you were to drive traffic that through paid advertisement, essentially that you can see where the financial income can come from for this specific site. Now I'm going to cover basically an overview whenever email accounts. You can see here that we have a number of accounts set up with affiliates, so these tie in essentially with the betting accounts that you've seen on the main page, which was these, and products. So for instance, we knew that Sky Bet was an actual betting account, and if you look at one of the, so Betfair's a betting account, BetFan, BetAngel was a product. So for instance, if I was to get into BetAngel, you can see here that BetAngel owned by Optic Limited would advise that you've basically referred a sale, and a sale for £10, £15, £3, £10. Again, this would be based on what and when your commission was and what product they bought. So you can see here there's approximately about 35, 36 different accounts who were associated with. RebelBet is the one that you see as well, just highlighting the fact that it's the same idea that your affiliate commissions for last month have now been paid out. Sorry for the delay, and any sort of information or direct correspondence between us and our affiliate managers. So when you get the best betting system, you can apply for affiliates for each of these. You can see here that the accounts that we've set up internally, the mailbox is basically full at the moment, but you can switch plans in the sense of, if you're familiar with GoDaddy, you can extend this box. But because we've not been looking after the site, you can see that marketing at the Best Betting Systems is actually full at the gunnel. So if we were to click onto this specific email account, you will see, stop this now because it's taking too long. If we go to launch, you will see a rough idea of the sort of correspondence in the business that you can get through this site. So here you can see we're logged in as marketing at TheBestBettingSystems.com. There's an email, first 5 emails we'll sort of cover. Say, hello, we want to publish an article on your site with a link to our website. We're prepared for you an article. Tell me how much it will cost, right? So essentially, people come to you with articles and ask, can we publish this on your site? And you come to an agreement for a fixed cost, and you can agree on your advertisement space, an article cost, or basically exchange for advertisement. If we go down, advertisement opportunity in your site. So again, here's another freelancer basically working for casinos, and they're asking if I'm looking to buy casino sports and betting article in a related relevant site. So if you're interested in selling some ad space on casino, gambling and sport bets, so please send me your website URL and price to have buy an article with my website link. Looking for a good business relationship. Link exchange, somebody offering the fact that if we give them a link on our website, they'll exchange it for a link in theirs. Somebody looking for us to review their product. Advertising on your site, we're looking to publish articles and links to sports related sites on your website. What would be the fee? So you can see here that there's opportunities to be made as far as finance is concerned regarding posts on the Best Betting System. I'm a blogging expert. I'd be happy to write for you and place a link back to my site with the content. So there's opportunities that pop up now and again, and affiliates offering for you to join them as an affiliate, and OLBG is a betting site that we were sending us updates specifically for this website and testing. So you can see here that an active site, and when emails were sort of coming in and showing you that there is payments. Payments we're deleting down because that's specific to our accounts and you won't get access to look into that, and you can see here that we're actually pending deleting this account. The personal email will be the same, it will get deleted. The support service, if you'll have a look at that, it's the same idea that the support service, again, we've left some emails to give you an overview of what's in here, but same idea. Pro Betting Club, I would ask if you're interested in a review for 4 services. You can go back and say, yeah, we'd be happy to review it at this price. Inquire about advertising. Hi, I want to inquire about buying advertisement on your travel or summer site. Correct me if I'm wrong, if this is the wrong email. I work for Bingo Latte, a marketing agency affiliated to online gambling industry, and I'm currently looking to buy blog posts or articles on your quality site with a link page. If this is something, let me know your offer and I'll be more willing to discuss. Content opportunity. I work in half. Do you accept article placements and submissions? Again, you can go back to them and say, yes, we do, and here's how much it would cost. And these are just as recent as July, August, October. And it was just to give you an idea that the account's been running since 2013, and you find that they'll come in and ask. Now, this isn't the only emails that's in here, because you can see that we're still deleting my emails of anything specific just to transfer this site. So we're currently purging this trash can. There's 23 in the trash at the moment. And it gives you an idea where we sit as far as emails for marketing and support, and the type of emails that you get put in. So again, we'll give you another one. I've just read your review on Little Acorns. I would really like to get a trial, but I can't outlay the 200. Would you be able to tell me what the 3 photos in the system are? That's right, but you can go back and say, look, we're happy to provide you a deal because we're an affiliate. If you buy X package, we can get you this discount. So there's room for a manoeuvre in as far as a business is concerned. Here you can see that I'm currently looking to find work opportunities. I was wondering if you might know of any suitable opportunities coming up. Experience working as a freelance journalist, sports website coordinator, and recently worked as this, my experience. And essentially what I was saying earlier on is that you can go to either Upwork and get somebody to write for you, or you find that people come in and want to write for you to be part of their university studies. So moving on, we look at the fact that there is a YouTube channel for TheBestBettingSystems.com. There's nothing really on it at the moment. It's just advertising. And we currently have The Best Betting Systems on Twitter. We've got 1,438 followers. We're following 1,438 betting people or betting sites, etc. And we've got 1,121 followers and 43 likes. So you'll get a rough idea of who's following us. And again, feel free to get into our Twitter account and have a look about. And the same idea for our Google Plus account. That's specific to TheBestBettingSystems.com. It's very rarely used, but again, we would cover some events in here and direct them towards our site. So just before we go, we'll look at the search engine rankings, and google.com, pardon me, and if we type in the best betting systems and go, you can see here for the search term the best betting systems, there's approximately 889,000 results specific to that term. Not featured in Google until the 3rd page, and you can see it's highlighted here. Now essentially we've been as high as page 1 in Google, and that was when we were carrying out regular updates. And if I do the same for the best betting system, you can see that for the best betting system it's a competition over 1 million, and out with the advertisement and all the organic searches again for this for page 3, bestbettingsystems.com. If we were to be more specific and type it in as one long-term keyword, then we'd be hitting top spot out of 14,000 people. And the same for direct searches. I think we rank number 1 in Google. Or the first page in Google. Maybe I'm wrong. Page 3. No. Page 2. Systems. There you go. The best betting systems were ranked first out of 45,800 results. So that's for that one specific search term. Systems. So if we look at video, we don't rank there, and if we look at images, you'll find that they are the best betting systems 1 hours, the best betting system 1 hours, 1 hours, 1 hours, 1 hours, 1 hours. So for images, we're sort of dominating the first couple of pages of Google. They are the best betting systems 1 hours, 1 hours, 1 hours. This can be seen here. Every time I say 1 hours, it's TheBestBettingSystems.com there. So from an images point of view, we're probably dominating Google search. And as I said, in the grand search, what we're competing with approximately 900,000 for the best betting systems and over 1 million for the best betting system. If we were to look at Bing, we would be, I believe, number 1. The best betting systems, advertisement, 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 advertisement. Best betting system reviews beats us, and we're second place in Bing. If I put that to systems, we're number 1. And if we go to Yahoo, out with advertisement spaces up to this line, then we're number 1 for systems and number 2 for system in Yahoo. So you can see that organically that's where we're getting our traffic from. If you were to a bit tender TLC essentially for any of our social accounts and regular posts, we would be back sort of in a better position within Google within a couple of weeks. So I hope this has been useful. It gives you a better idea of what you're bidding on, what the traffic is essentially from when we first took over, which was in November, roughly about the 9th, 2015, no, it's 13, till 17, where we're at just now. You can see that the total sessions is something around 52,000 views. Again, that's the premium WordPress site that we use, and our own site there. So, hope you find value in this. I hope you decide to make a bid, and we'll be selling this site. So, good luck. Thanks.